What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Let me know if everything looks right, sounds right, all of that stuff. I got my new Mac set up. The chat's going to look a little bit different because I didn't realize that when I moved everything over, my browser extension for chat didn't come with it, so we're going to roll with the original Ecamm chat tonight, but that's all right. What is up? Mel's in the house, of course, always. Mark, Ellie, what's up? Bearded Vato, good to see you, man. Rob's in the house. What's up, Rob? Always good to see you, man. And we got a new name, Who Dis? What's up, Ken? Good to see you, man. Mr. G, good to see you, man. Who else we got? We got Nightbot. All right, guys, it's Friday night. So Friday night, just stream with me right here. I'm Ken, your host. Welcome in. If you're watching this live, thanks so much for hanging out. If you're catching this on the replay, thank you for watching also. Tonight, we're going to hang out and have a good time. We may or may not have any channel reviews, nothing on the forums right now, but if anybody wants to have your channel reviewed, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, so feel free to click there. And yeah, just stream with me if anybody does want to live stream. If you're a new live streamer, that is what Friday nights are for. This gives you an opportunity to go live for the first time, get your feet wet with live streaming. Content creation Q&A, any content questions for any platform, we could talk about those also. Otherwise, appreciate you, Mark, appreciate you, man. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out and have a good time. We got our normal questions, we got our would you rather, we got all that stuff. So what's up, G-Lou? Good to see you, man. I got to do this for Gary.
You don't know my life.
You don't know my life, sir. I think everybody in here knows what that is. That is actually Gary's voice. All right, you guys. So how's everybody's week going? I guess it's the weekend, right? It's not Monday. Let me get on the right show. How is everybody's weekend starting off? How was your Friday? Glad to have everybody here. Let's jump right into that question. How was your week? What was one win for the week? Make sure that sounds right. All right. What's up, Billy? Good to see you, man. I'm nervous that something's not going right because I got the new computer set up. Everything should be right, but, you know, first stream after, so. Good to see you, Billy. Let me get that in the right place. I don't like this whole comment thing. Billy's on hospital detail. Awesome. Ken's got 1 week of instruction left before summer break. Yeah, I think, Mel, correct me in the chat, I think this week coming up, I believe, is the last week. As you guys know, Mel homeschools, so she has all of that, all that locked down. I usually don't have to step in. So, God gave me another week above ground. I'll gladly take it. Absolutely, man. Everything's good on your end. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Other than the comments, other than what the comments look like on the screen, everything else seems to be going all right. So, how was your week? Did you have any wins? Hopefully, it wasn't a bad week. But if it was a bad week, we can talk about and share that stuff also. Okay, 4 days of school left. 4 days of school. So the Mrs. Coach Academy, 4 days of school left. Billy bought a gimbal and got some content ideas forming, so that's a win. There's a whole lot of new drinks coming out. I know Johnny Grooms, I keep seeing him. He's getting mad because for whatever reason, the new stuff doesn't make it up to New Jersey, so he doesn't get it right away. But I know you like to do the drinks on your channel, so there you go. What's up, Walter? Good to see you. I am actually, sir, going to be up in time for your live stream tomorrow. Last week I didn't make it. If you guys haven't seen Walter Strong yet, him and I have streamed together a couple times. He has a show on Saturday mornings at 11, kind of doing the same thing, talking content creation. So I've got a one-on-one from 9:30 to 10:30, so that'll end just in time, and I'll see you at your show, sir. My 14-year-old skipped school today, first time ever. Teenagers. We have a teenager also. I hear you, Mark. I hear you, man. Yeah. Hopefully everything's okay. He or she's not in too much trouble. All right. So our week was good. Fairly quiet. Yes, absolutely. Great time on Monday. That was a good stream. I really enjoyed that conversation. Our week was good. I got my new M1 Mac Mini, which I am completely in love with. I love it's so good. And so far, so good. I think things are running tonight, so that's what I was nervous about. But other than that, it's been quiet. I am on the job search. based on, I think everybody knows by now that we have upcoming plans to move to Wisconsin. So trying to get the job figured out so that way that's squared away. Of course, it has to be a remote job. That is, at this point, all that I'm willing to accept, unless I have to take something else. But we'll see. Got to nip that in the bud. Yeah. Sometimes being a parent's hard, isn't it? My daughter seemed easier as a teen than my boys. I don't know. Is that an age thing? I mean, I think when they were younger, I think my daughter, she's always had more attitude, but now that they're older, I mean, she's pretty chill. So I don't know. That's in our house, though. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Boys or girls? What was the hardest gender for you to raise? Your daughters or your sons? What was the hardest for you? I think for us, it's our sons. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's our sons. Yep. LJ's still going through some lab work and stuff, so we're still dealing with that. All right, so looking forward, what is something you are looking forward to this weekend? What are y'all doing this weekend? The weather is supposed to be, I mean, it's really warming up. We're actually opening our pool tomorrow, so, that'll be cool. It's supposed to rain tomorrow night, so we have to get it done in the morning. I looked outside, and some of the PVC that I have running off the side of the pool, it cracked somehow during the winter, so I just have to replace some PVC, no big deal. It's not, especially when they don't understand that that's what you're trying to do, right? I saw your comment in Jay Cruz's stream this morning that, your kids eventually come around and say you were right. I'll be looking forward to that day. Yep, opening our pool. And Impromptu Truth, what's up, man? Good to see you. One of my 4 sons has a birthday on Sunday. Nice, man. Well, happy birthday to your son. I'm sure you guys have some kind of plans or something going on, but happy birthday to him. I don't know about y'all, but this music is not working for me. There we go. Yep, 80 degrees and sunny on Saturday. I think it's supposed to be, it's the same here, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow night. So as long as we get everything done before then, we'll be all right. Yeah, Vato, you can keep that, sir. You can keep the 103. I don't want anything to do with that 103. That is way too much. So, all right. So Friday nights, once again, just stream with me. So there are a couple of rules. I don't know if there's anybody new in here at this point, but if anybody does pop in new, here's kind of the rules for Just Stream With Me. So Just Stream With Me, once again, a chance for new live streamers to go live for the first time on this platform, so you don't have to worry about setting anything up. A couple of rules that we do have for it. First of all, it is a family-friendly channel, so we just ask that we keep it that way. PG-13. Second rule, you need at least a cell phone. I was going to say an iPhone. We're almost all iPhone in here except for Mel. You at least need a smartphone and some earbuds. If you don't have earbuds, that's okay. We'll make it work, but at least that. And you do have to be on camera, so audio and video. That way you get the full live stream experience. And we will just talk about your channel, about questions you have, whatever. So that's that. Also, pinned to the top of the chat is the channel review link if anybody has that. Otherwise, it'll be a quiet night. We'll hang out and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Let's see. Not much happening this weekend, but next weekend we have our 13th wedding anniversary. Dude, that's awesome. 13 years, man. Congratulations to you all. Congrats. 95 today. The pool was nice. You got your pool open already? The weather has been so cool this year compared to most years, so we haven't opened it yet. But it's finally warmed up to the point where it's time, and I guess kind of back to normal, right? I think historically, traditionally, you open the pool like right before Memorial Day weekend, and that's next weekend. So I guess we're right on time where we should be. Gary, I keep telling her she won't listen to me. I keep telling her she needs a new phone. Every time we have to do something between our phones, what were we doing last night? What? I don't remember now. I was trying to figure something out with her phone, and I said, well, the solution is you just need to get an iPhone because then it'll actually work. That's the deal, right? Hey, what's up, Dagan? I'm going to be live with Dagan on Sunday. Finally, we've been I was supposed to be live with him a couple of weeks ago, and we had, I'm sure you all remember, we had to, I had to cancel because we had to run LJ up to the children's hospital. So this weekend, it's going to happen, Sunday. So looking forward to that, Dagan. Good to see you. Rob.
Bruh.
Come on, man. 17 years she's put up with you. That's good, man. Good stuff. I'm guessing by now she just wants to keep you around. She's got you trained, right? I think that's pretty much how it normally works. So she has the S21 right now. I think the S22 is the new one, right? I think the S21 is what she has. But yeah, she definitely needs a new phone. I mean, Android's kind of outdated, right? Am I wrong about that? I keep telling her that anyway. So let me know in the chat. Are you guys team Android or team Apple? Which one are you? We are, in this house, we are 4 out of 5 Apple. We have 1 Android, and you are looking at her right there. She is the only holdout from team Apple. Miss your Galaxy, especially. Vato, does your picture-in-picture pop-out still not work? There's probably a setting for that somewhere, but I'm sure you've tried to look for it. You're very trainable. Yeah, I think by now we're all pretty much trained, right? Android for life. Billy, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong? We got to talk, man. Exactly, Dagan. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell her. That's exactly what is wrong with her phone. 100%. Yeah, she really doesn't like them. I don't know why. So I'll tell you, for creators, I don't know if I could do content creation without an iPhone. I know there's plenty of creators that do it, but doing things, taking pictures. So I'll film B-roll with my iPhone, all that stuff, and then airdrop it right to my Mac. It's so much easier. I think for creators anyway. That for me, airdrop is really what does it. Airdrop, there's a lot more, obviously. It's not just for airdrop, but airdrop is that one thing that I cannot do without as a content creator. Team Apple, we have 4 iPhones, but 1 Android. Just like our house, sounds about the same. It's not available for iPhone unless I pay for premium. Oh, well, that explains it, because I do have YouTube Premium. I've had Premium for a couple of years, so I haven't even really thought about it. That's a good point. Hey, Jane, good to see you. Jane from TikTok, high school teacher. So we have a couple of teachers in the chat. You guys do me a favor, welcome Jane to the chat. This is her first night. Jane, welcome in. We have a lot of great people here that come hang out on Friday nights. We were talking earlier about school and how I think most of us are on the last week of school. My wife she's a homeschool teacher, so this is her last week. Let us know, Jane, is this your last week, or do you have more time? But I'm glad to see you here for real. Appreciate it. She does, yeah, the 21. Still haven't learned editing. Billy, when you do your videos, what are you editing with right now? Are you doing everything on your phone? Or are you just straight uploading, no editing? What are you doing exactly? Yep, absolutely. Welcome. All right, so this is Jane's last week of school too, so summer is upon us for everybody. Vato says our last day is June 3rd. Oh, so you guys still have a couple of weeks. 4 more days with students. And yeah, all this Android talk. You bunch of heathens, I tell you, you Android heathens. Your one take and upload. Okay. All right. So do you ever have to, do you ever reshoot, or do you just film and whatever's there is what's there? Do you ever have to reshoot? I do a lot of editing for my YouTube videos, especially. I mean, TikTok I do also, usually just clipping the ends off. Obviously that sort of creation is different because TikTok being short form, you're not filming as much and not as much editing. When it comes to YouTube, I do a lot of editing, and I'll start my camera, I'll just let it roll. A lot of jump cuts that you see in my videos, those are mostly strategic. between different points of the video. Those jump cuts are that so I can focus on one section of the video at a time. Sometimes the jump cuts are, you know, knocking out the ums like I just said. A lot of times the jump cuts are knocking out errors. Sometimes if I mess up, I'll just kind of stop for a second, look at the camera and start over. Of course, I cut that stuff out. And I've played for Mel before. Sometimes jump cuts are me cutting out language that I don't want on the channel. Like if I mess up, I'm like, you know, if I mess up somewhere and I'm like, you know, yeah, got to cut those out. Oh, 5 more weeks up north. All right, cool. 5 more weeks. YouTube Premium. So YouTube Premium is basically the paid version of YouTube. It's ad free, so you don't see ads during videos, and then it gets you access to like YouTube Music and all kinds of other things. We have the family plan. It's $17.99 a month, so like all of us have premium on our phones. I think for one phone, I want to say it's $11.99. I think is what it is, but it's basically ad free YouTube. And so it works out so you don't see any ads when you have YouTube Premium. Creators still get a cut of that premium, you know, monetized creators still get a cut of that premium revenue. So where on YouTube as creators, we make money from ad revenue for ads that are played during our videos. If you don't see the ads because you have premium, then creators still get a cut of that premium revenue. So it still works out for creators, works out for YouTube. For me as a consumer, I love it because I don't have to watch ads. I think it's a great deal. All right. I messed up my intro restart before I get to product, but that's it. School starts the day after Labor Day here, usually around September 5th. You know, Mark, when I was growing up, that's the way it was here also. We used to go to school, and I know this because it was after the Kentucky State Fair. After the State Fair, I think it was after, we may have started school the same, no, I'm pretty sure it was after the State Fair. I think that's when we went back to school. And that's just how it was. It was like the first part of September. And then sometime between then and when my kids started going to school, it changed and now they start school. And Mel, when she does, you know, the homeschool schedule, she goes right along with our county schedule. And so it's normally like the first few days of August, the first week of August is when it starts here now. So yeah, we used to be on the same schedule. Ben, what is up, man? Used to one take, doing beard stuff, so much better using iMovie and editing. Yeah, hey, I got to tell you, Ben, if you have not seen Ben's new channel, the Kart 6T3, if you're into like karting, now I don't know everything about what he does, but he talks about the science of karts. He's actually a kart racer. He talks about everything, tires and engines and, you know, everything. Really cool channel he's got going. You know, he kind of did what I did. We moved out of doing beard stuff and doing, you know, what we're each doing now. And we're pretty much on a race to that 1K. So, Ben, I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming for you. But I love what you're doing, man. Lenny Phoenix, what's up, man? Welcome in. Is that Lenny? Is that the Lenny that I know? What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome into the chat. If you guys don't mind, welcome Lenny. First time here, I believe. Lenny, I don't think you've been here before, right? My son was asking me, yeah, if you guys don't want ads, I mean, the family plan is like $17.99. So it's, for me, it's worth it. Of course, it's all up to our budgets, but it's definitely worth it. You can download videos with premium. You can also download videos with a piece of software that I have, sir. Yes, but you can download videos in the app with premium, yeah. The 12th this past year, it's usually between the 10th and the 14th, yeah. It's $15.99 for one phone now. It would cost, okay, so yeah, $4 more for the entire family. Maybe I'm grandfathered because I'm still paying the same rate that I've always paid. I think we've had YouTube Premium for the last 2 years or so. So I hope mine doesn't go up. Don't miss filming and editing. I'll tell you what, when it comes to the two of those, and you know, let's ask the chat. Chat, let me know. Those of you that are content creators, let me know. And I guess mainly here talking YouTube because that's, you know, long form. It's what takes the longest. But on both, I mean, even short form, if that's all you do. Do you prefer filming or editing? Which is your favorite part of the process? For me, it's editing. I love sitting here and editing. I usually film my videos standing up just like I'm doing now, and then I'll lower the desk and start editing. I love editing. Absolutely love it. I mean, I like filming also, but the filming process, you know, the stress in the moment, not really stress, but just the task ahead of you of making sure that you've said everything you want to say and that everything's coming out right. Once you're done filming and it's time to edit, that is my favorite part. I love editing. Because our weather isn't warm consistently until June. There you go. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Beards and Banjos is here. Good to see you, Brian. Happy Friday to you, sir. Ben's okay. Yeah, Ben's all right. Ben's all right. I thought so. I was looking at your avatar. So Lenny is one of my Skull Shaver coworkers. So you see him on, if you've seen me on the Skull Shaver TikTok, you see Lenny also. He's another creator on that account. So good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Wisconsin schools are like yours. Wisconsin schools are funny because like during the winter, like when Mel first moved down here, she couldn't believe that they closed school because it snowed. Up in Wisconsin, it has to be like -35 before they call off recess. Here, if it's like 0 and roads are dry, they'll still close school. It's hilarious. She couldn't believe it. Yeah. Ben, you know Gary always gives you. Just give Gary one of these, man.
You don't know my life.
Just give Gary one of those. First time in the YouTube. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Again, Friday nights are content creation Q&A. Just stream with me. So if anybody wants to live stream for the first time. And what else do we do on Friday nights? Channel reviews. I'm forgetting my own show. YouTube channel reviews. So we do that also. Otherwise, we just hang out and chat about whatever people want to chat about. Kind of the close out the week. Fun, hang out with family kind of thing. Yep, past your bedtime. It's the weekend. I think Brian stays up a little bit later on the weekends. Or maybe not. He's waiting on his dog to come in. So, Beards and Banjos, there's a couple of teachers in the chat. Brian is a teacher also. Brian, remind me what grade you teach. But Brian, I always mess this up because I always assume music because you're obviously so good at music. But Brian is a math teacher. Brian, I just don't remember what grade you teach, but I think middle school. Am I correct? All right, so Billy, filming, but that's all he does. Got to sit down with Canva and your thumbnail video and learn how to make them. Let me know if you need help, man. Editing is more pleasurable once I'm happy with what I said. Yep. Brian, don't mind the filming and editing. I hate finishing up all the tags, thumbnails, IG posts. Brian, I'm getting ready to do some experimental videos with tags. So when it comes to tags on YouTube, right, it's a totally different world possibly than TikTok. You know, on TikTok, on Instagram, hashtags are really important to get your content out to the right audience. On YouTube advertises tags as not being necessarily for your videos. What hashtags do is actually, if your content has any, normally misspelled words, commonly misspelled words, then hashtags help with that. Now, that is YouTube's official stance on tags for videos. I have always, since I started making YouTube videos, I've always maxed out the tags field, so 500 characters. I'm coming up with an idea for an experiment. I'm going to do some videos with no tags, and I'm going to do a couple of different videos. I'm going to do a tech review. I'm going to do a content creation, like motivational. I'm going to do one of my different types of videos that I do on the channel with no hashtags and see how those do compared to others. I want to test that theory because, one way that your video gets out there is that, it takes what you say in the video, your description, your title, all that kind of stuff. And that's one way that the video is kind of routed through YouTube so that people know what that video is. Apparently theoretically, hashtags are not necessary for that. So I'm going to do a kind of an experiment and do some videos with no hashtags or no tags talking YouTube and see how they do. I mistakenly thought you were live at 7 tonight and got off Instagram earlier telling people to go join your... Oh, I appreciate you, man. You're doing your thing too, but I appreciate it. Yeah, that'll be 7 on Monday. Speaking of Monday night, we're going to have a conversation. It's going to be just me, no interview on Monday. But on Monday, we're going to talk about why do you want to be a content creator? And the intent of this stream, of this conversation, is going to be between not only just what it says, why do you want to be a content creator? I'll tell you why I came up with the idea for this video. So I get asked a lot, especially on TikTok, what type of content should I be making? And as a coach, that's something that I can help you get to by asking you questions and trying to figure out what you want to create content on. But what you should create content on is really going to come from you as a creator. What are you passionate about? What is your audience so far? If you have started, what has your audience kind of responded to? I think there's some creators, I think, that when they start, they look at niches that may be popular and they want to do that niche just because of that, when really what we should do is create whatever we're passionate about and then make ourselves sort of an authority in that niche, if you will. You know, the passion of that. So anyway, Monday night, that's what we're going to talk about there, about what should you be creating? Why do you want to be a creator? You know, along those lines. So Monday, that's what we're going to talk about. But yeah, Monday nights at 7, Friday nights at 9. I do a lot of live streaming, but when I do in-person interviews, I love editing all together. Yeah, I don't ever go back and edit live streams. I've thought before about repurposing some of those interviews and making shortcuts, and obviously I probably still will do that at some point, but yeah, that'd be fun to do too. Hey, what's up, man? We can't drive in snow in the South, so they close them down for half inch of snow. Man, I'm not kidding. Sometimes the temperatures down here is 0 and the roads are dry and they'll close school. We've seen it happen before. It's crazy. So the reason they say it is because it's too cold for the buses, and I guess it saves money. I mean, obviously it saves money on heating. I guess they don't have to heat the building, but when I was a kid, they didn't close school for reasons like that. It's just strange to me. We have school if it's less than 1.5 feet. Yeah, it's different down here, man. Yeah, you can DM me. I mean, you can throw it out here if you want to. Friday nights, we kind of talk about whatever. So yeah, you can throw it out here if you want, or DM me, whatever you want to do. Okay, high school math. So Brian teaches AP Calculus, finishing up year 24. 24 years, man. That's, whew. So Jane, what do you teach? I don't know if you said, I don't remember seeing it, but what do you teach exactly? Tags are not very important, but the top 3 hashtags are useful. Yeah, those are all the kind of things that I want to experiment with. Hey, what's up, Rachel? Hey, don't apologize for being late. I'm just glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. All right, Aaron. Okay, Aaron, this is why I don't like this comment feature. I got to get my comments fixed before next week. Sometimes you click and they don't want to come up. What's up, man? Aaron, I almost banned you earlier from Jay Cruz's chat talking about Lord of the Rings and Star Wars being the same thing, man. Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are not the same, sir. Nah, I'm kidding, man. Good to see you, brother. Dr. Elo, what's up, man? What's up? Hey, Crystal, good to see you. Is Canva an app? So, yeah, they have an app. So Canva is it's a website. It is a graphics editing platform. They have a website and they have an app, which I've used other platforms before for graphics, for, you know, thumbnails and posts and stuff like that. The app is just as good as the website. Obviously, it's laid out different, looks different, but it works just as well as the website. So there is a website, canva.com, and then they have an app also. Yep, Roy got you there. Yep. Go Pack Go. Speaking of which. Go Pack Go! Thoughts on the Sony a6100? I have been looking at it and watched a few videos. Good starter camera. So the a6100 I have not had. This ZV-10 is my first Sony camera that I've ever had. So I have not had the A6100, but from what I understand from other creators that have it, it's an outstanding camera. Coffee Talking Tech John, he's got a couple of them. I think Dan has one, I believe. I think one that he bought was a 6100. Dr. Elo may have had some before. There's probably somebody in here that's had one. So personally, I've not owned an A6100, but from what I understand, it's a really good camera. Aaron, so I kind of looked at the schedule. I've got 13 and 4. Obviously, either way would be awesome. But I do have 13 and 4. Mr. G never had a snow day in Buffalo, New York. We had cold days, negative 60, wind chill. Yeah, but not snow days, right? It seems like the more further north you go, the less often schools close. I mean, we're not set up for it, but is the coffee guy here? So Gary is here. G. Lou, if he's still in the chat, he was here. Did you get yours yet? Because I think you ordered it last week, right? Gary did post this publicly. He made the decision to stop the coffee. He's not going to be selling coffee anymore. And so he posted that publicly, so I know I can say it. So he was here, but just so you know, the coffee is no more. Although he may have some stock he can still sell, but he's so Alley Cat Grinds was kind of an extension of his beard company, Alley Cat Beard Company, and he was selling coffee with that, and he just decided to go ahead and stop the coffee and focus completely on the beard. So just so you know there. Animal science. Okay, nice. My daughter would love you. She loves animals. Interest went to coffee when I heard math. Yeah. Gandalf would own Vader. Come on now. There it goes. Gandalf would own Vader anyway. So I am kind of crippled in this conversation. I have not actually, a lot of you are probably going to leave. I've not actually ever seen Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge Star Wars guy, but I've never seen Lord of the Rings. So I don't know. Would he own Vader though? I don't know. Vader's pretty powerful. Very, very powerful. I can see Ken teaching content creation in a college or seminars. Mark, I appreciate that. I was actually asked to give a live speech at a podcast convention in a couple of years that they're just starting the early planning phases for. And I had to think about it for a couple of days. I'm like, I don't know. Can I get in front of people and talk? And so the more I thought about it, of course, Mel encouraged and we talked about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So depending on how those plans come together, they're putting the plans together for this convention. I think they're thinking about doing it down in Louisiana. And so it looks like, depending on how that goes, I may have my first public speaking engagement, which we'll see how that goes because I am a very introverted person. Being up in front of a crowd is a lot different than me standing right here in my basement office, on camera. Even though potentially more people can see this, I don't know, just standing directly in front of people is intimidating. All right, so got a new charger from Skull Shaver for my Gold. I charged it, shaved head, and went from 100 to 69% in 5 minutes. 2 minutes later, it was 0. What would cause that? I have not seen that happen. Have you called? So send an email to cs@skullshaver.com. You should still be in warranty, right? Send an email to there and then let me know how that goes. And if you want to, copy me on the email, ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. They should replace that for you. I believe you just bought it a couple of months ago, right? I've got 3 of them laying here and that's never happened. But it sounds like it could be just a bad battery. Yeah. I don't know. These comments are not working. I don't know. Getting up and talking in front of people is scary to me. It's not something that's in my wheelhouse. I don't know. Late, no worries, but my win for the week is I finally got my classes set in stone. Start this September. One step closer to where I want to be. There you go, man. There you go. Good stuff. So you got, is that 4 years, Aaron? And what exactly is I know you want to be a sports broadcaster, right? Or sports journalist. What exactly path are you wanting to go? But is that 4 years? Good stuff, man. I'm happy for you. I had the A5100, but I've heard great things about the A6100. Great starter camera, 2019 model. Yeah, I am eventually, although I think with some things we're talking about, I'm probably going to wait a little while, but I do want to buy a couple more cameras eventually. Jay Cruz, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Jay Cruz is going to be here in about 2 months at the end of July. We're excited about that. We're going to do all kinds of content. So reasonably priced. Yeah. Oh, you have not. Okay, so somebody, I think you were here last week, right? Crystal, this is not your first week here. Somebody last week ordered coffee after the stream, so. Oh, there's John. I knew John would know. 6100 is discontinued, can't buy it new. So there you go. You just have to find something used. I'm sure that you could find something on eBay or Amazon or something. Of course, odds are eBay, you're going to find a better price. If it's discontinued, you may find it higher on Amazon. I'm not sure. But so 6100 is discontinued. Yep, the power, this chat. So John, I messed up, John. I got my Mac Mini, by the way, my M1 Mac Mini, got everything set up. I didn't realize that when I logged into Brave, to my basically Chrome, when I logged into my browser, my chat overlay was not there, and I didn't realize it until about an hour before the stream, so I didn't even worry about trying to set it up. So I'm using the Ecamm chat, which, you know, I've said before, the one thing that I don't like about Ecamm is the way the comments are, but that's what I'm using, and yeah, I'm getting the same thing. It just, sometimes you click and it just doesn't work. So I got to fix that this week. But John, good to see you. Are you and Jeff going live tonight? So caught the power hour. Yeah, Jay Cruz's stream earlier was awesome. Yeah. All right. Gandalf defeated a Balrog. Vader can't jump over Obi-Wan. So I don't know what a Balrog is. Apparently I need to catch up on Lord of the Rings so that I know what we're talking about here. Use the Force, Harry, Gandalf. Yeah, apparently I need to catch up because I don't know. Look up Toastmasters. It's about public speaking. I mean, so here's the thing, right? It's more about the nerves of getting up in front of a crowd and talking. I know that whatever the topic is, it's going to be content creation related. So I know that I can get up and just start talking and just talk and talk and talk. It's just the thing of being in front of people. I think once I do it once or twice, I think I'll be okay. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that has not seen Lord of the Rings. All right, so we do have a channel review, so we'll jump into that. That is an impromptu truth. So Jay, if you're still here, let me know. We'll get that. Yeah. Should be. I got it Black Friday. Yeah, so you should be. Do you still have your email from your order, anything like that? See if you can find your email and forward it to me. I'll see what I can help you with. This is the first time I've done a YouTube live, so bear with me. Oh, Jane, you're good. You're good. I appreciate you being here. It's fun. These are always fun to hang out, especially the Friday night streams. These are more laid back. We just chat. Whatever the chat wants to talk about, we hang out and have fun. Monday nights are a little more they're still fun and engaging, but so like Monday night will be more of sort of me presenting a specific topic, which is what I'm doing Monday. But I think Slapnut from Alley Cat Grinds is still available. I don't know. I haven't seen Gary in a little bit. Gary would have to say for sure. I don't know if he's still. So I'm guessing you just looked on the website. If it's still there, then I guess it can be ordered. Yep, the draft video from last week, right? How many are there? I'm assuming that somebody's answered this already. I think there's several, though. 5 or 6. 2 years for general ed, then transfer to do this sports journalism. So I'll be doing the general education. Okay. All right, cool. Better off. All right, come on, Ecamm. Better off buying the A6400. Came out the same year. All right, let me get caught up in the chat. No more weekly lives for me right now. John, I saw you released a video. Was it yesterday or the day before? I still need to watch it. I've got it on my list to watch. Roy is working his way towards a TED Talk. That'd be awesome. I've never had, I don't know, man. I've just never had the courage to get in front of a crowd, and especially something like a TED Talk. That's like the pinnacle of presentations, right? Being in front of Ken, I can do accelerated resolution therapy to get rid of your nerves. I don't know what that means. What is that? Accelerated resolution therapy. We have a couple of years, luckily. It's something they're still trying to put together, but I was one that they thought of to go and speak. So I was honored for sure. Definitely honored they thought of me. It's just the first time I've ever been asked to do a public speaking engagement. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Bobby? He says, isn't Lord of the Rings the one about a plane crash and a group of kids? I have no idea. I don't know. Somebody, I guess, down here has probably corrected or answered that. I'm really not sure. I've literally never seen any of it. My daughter, I think she says she is and I'm going to forget. What's the two terms? There's like two teams you can choose from. She is somebody help me out, because I don't remember. I'm trying to remember, and I'm not going to. Somebody in here knows, though. Somebody in here knows. Oh, your Camlink Pro died today. Oh, so I don't have my Camlink anymore. I use the A10 Mini that I bought from John, and I sold my Camlink to Santa Dad. But man, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad they're taking care of it for you, though. Just need a J and Coke to take the edge off. Yeah, I rarely ever do. Learning a lot. If he does it once, he may catch the speaking bug. We'll see. I mean, literally, content creation, I can talk all day long. So if it really comes down to it and that, turns into something I get to do more, that would be awesome. But it's just not something I've ever done before, outside of college assignments, having to do presentations and stuff. But yeah. So what's a TED Talk? TED Talks are 99% of the time, they're really awesome. They are. So it's a big, huge speaking engagement. You have some of the top specialists and, tech industry people and doctors and nurses. I mean, from every field, sort of the leading people in those fields will show up and talk about specific topics. They're typically shorter speeches, but they're talking about a whole lot of stuff. So if you go to YouTube and just search TED Talk, you'll find all kinds of stuff. They're like, it's like the pinnacle of public speaking. There's a lot of good ones. So it's a modality of therapy and can be done in one session for public speaking nerves. I have to look into that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had any even, spoke in front of a group of people. So I don't know how it would be now, but I just know like in the past I've been nervous about it. So I'll have to look that up. What's up, Michael P? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, for sure. He wants to put the focus into Alley Cat Beard Company. I think it's a good thing. And of course, I think everybody knows that I work for Gary, and so I'm excited for it also. Really want to help that company grow and become what it can be. The stuff is amazing. So I'm actually wearing a tester of something now. Pretty good stuff. I thought it was a book I read in high school. Yeah, I never read it, but yeah. I know a lot of people love it. Yeah, I like watching tech talks also. So somebody remind me, what are the two groups in Lord of the Rings? I I cannot for the life of me. And Ken Gold told me a couple of weeks ago we were talking about this. I don't know how this comes up all the time. I don't remember what it is though. Like some people are, I forget the term, and those people they're like minimalist, I guess. They live in smaller places and can do more with less. And I don't know. I may be way off, but somebody knows what I'm talking about. I cannot remember. Cannot remember what it is. Can't remember for the life of me. Mark's never seen it. Somebody knows. I'm gonna have to look it up. Lord of the Rings. If I could type. There's Ken G. Ken, let me know. So, Hobbits, it's not that specifically. Ken Gold, what were the two? We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. What are the two different groups in Lord of the Rings? You're either a something or a something. Bobby says, I Googled it, not what I read. I read Lord of the Flies. Yeah, I think that's probably different. That's probably a little bit different. All right, let me see if I can find it. It's going to drive me nuts if I can't figure it out. Gnomes? No, it's not gnomes. It's two words I think that are unique. You don't remember? Am I thinking of something else? No, it was two. Okay, it's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to find it. I'm trying to Google quick since I'm live here. I don't want to spend the whole time trying to Google something, and maybe it was something else. Maybe it was a different. Let me look here. I don't know. I'm not seeing it quick enough. Y'all binge watching Frasier? I haven't seen that in forever. All right, Mel, you're going to have to ask LJ what is it, because she said before she's one of the specific. Oh, am I thinking, is it Harry Potter? Is that what it is? Am I thinking of the wrong show? Is it Harry Potter that has the two different groups of people? People always say that I'm either this one or that one. Maybe it was Harry Potter and I'm way off. Gryffindor versus Slytherin. I feel like there was another word though. Gryffindor sounds familiar, but I feel like there was a different word. I've seen like bumper stickers, like people have stickers on their cars that say that I'm this. So maybe if I look up the right show here. Oh, Crystal got it. That's the word that I was looking for right there. Hufflepuff. That's the one. So I think the Hufflepuffs are the ones that are, I think they live in smaller places, are kind of like minimalist is what I remember. They are just and loyal. So Hufflepuffs are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true, unafraid of toil. That's just from a quick search. So Harry Potter was Slytherin and Gryffindor. Yeah, so there's something called Hufflepuff also. I guess it's a Hogwarts house. They're different Hogwarts houses names. Ellie, what's the other one? I know Ellie knows. What's the other one? Hufflepuff, and what was the other group? So Ellie's a Hufflepuff forever. I do remember that. Plants vs. Zombies. That was a fun game. Muggles, I've heard that, but I don't remember what that is. Denizens, I don't know what. Apparently, I have a lot to catch up on. If you've never been here before, this is not what we talk about on Friday nights, but somehow we went there because it was driving me crazy trying to remember Hufflepuff. And so yeah. Ravenclaw, is that the other one? I am going to say this name wrong. I'm so sorry. Is that Riopel Room? Welcome in. I don't think I've seen you here before either. glad to have you. So, all right, we do have... So, Jay, let me know if you're still here. Jay, let me get your channel plugged in here. So, an impromptu truth. We'll do this channel review if he's here. Yeah, Jane, appreciate it. There's a lot of great people hang out here. A lot of great people hang out here on Friday nights. Monday nights also. It's really, really good, you know. That's why when we were chatting about it, that's what I told you. I think you'll feel welcome here. There's a lot of good people. Okay, he's here. So we're going to do a channel review real quick. Let me get everything ready here. And of course, I don't have my plugins set, so hold on a second. I just hooked my new computer up this week, and this is, yeah. All right, give me a second. Let me install. Let's add that. Sorry for the quiet, I'm breaking a rule. I'm setting my browser up to be able to do this. And the other one I'm not going to have. I'm going to set that up. Okay, so that's okay. We can still go through the review. So Jay, one thing I won't be able to look at is your channel keywords. But I'll pull mine up so that I can show you kind of what I'm talking about. All right, give me a second to get set up. Hufflepuff versus Ravenclaw. Yeah, is that the second word? I just remember, I think, from what I've always heard, I think more people talk about Hufflepuff. I think a couple weeks ago was the first time that I heard the other word. Okay, almost there. Okay, so Jay, the first thing, because I can't look at yours yet, I got to reinstall my browser extensions that I have to do this. But let's go over here. Okay. All right, so I can't look to see if you have these on your channel, but what you want to make sure, this is usually the first thing that I look at, is channel keywords. You want to make sure you have channel keywords set, and the way that you get there is to go into YouTube Studio, go to settings. Let me scroll in a little bit. So when you get to YouTube Studio, you go to settings down here at the bottom on the left side, and then when you get to settings, you go to channel, and then under basic info, you'll have keywords. So you want to make sure that you go here and add channel keywords. This is sort of like adding tags to your YouTube videos. You want to make sure that you have 500 characters to use, kind of like tags in videos. The purpose of the channel keywords is to basically tell YouTube what your channel is about. It helps your content be found. It's just part of your channel being identified niche-wise. And so what you want to do is come up with, again, up to 500 characters that you can come up with that are directly related to the content that you put on your channel. And so you can see some of the ones that I have here: content creation, YouTube live stream, you know, StreamYard. I've got Ecamm, iPhone, YouTube growth, how to start a YouTube channel, all that kind of stuff. So I would make sure that you're doing that. You definitely have not done that. Okay. And so you definitely want to do that. So again, YouTube Studio, go to settings on the left side down towards the bottom. And then when that next window opens, click on channel and basic info, and you can put your keywords in right there. So that's how you do that. You want to make sure that you do that for sure. All right, so this is an impromptu truth. Okay. So the first thing that I see when I go to your channel, I know because you've been here before. We talked about kind of what you do on your channel. But if I'm new to your channel and I come across your channel for the first time, by looking at this, I have no idea what your channel's about. Now, there's a few ways that that people can figure out that out. So let me show you real quick. On mine. Okay. So when you go to my channel, you have basically my channel banner. I have some words up here that tell what my channel's about. And so the channel banner, the channel art's really important for that purpose. So when somebody comes to your channel for the first time, they know exactly what they're going to find here content wise. You have literally, 3, 4, 5 seconds that somebody will kind of look and see if your channel is something they're interested in. So if they can quickly see that channel art, then, by looking at that, then they're going to be more apt to scroll down further and see what your content looks like based on the fact that they can tell right away, okay, this channel's about content creation, channel reviews, content creator coaching. And then, maybe they'll scroll down, or maybe they don't like my channel and they move on, but you know what I'm saying? So looking at the impromptu truth of this banner here, first of all, I love the way that looks, the font, the colors. I think that looks great. I think if you could somehow slide this over maybe a little bit and just add something in here, or maybe even a little blurb over here about what your channel's about, that would help people when they first come here to know exactly what they're looking at. Now on mobile, let me look at it on mobile real quick. Because on mobile, it shows also what's in the About tab. So if I go to About. Okay, so your About description, the truth is out there and it's unscripted. Thank you to the Vault of Nightmares, Chaos Theory Productions, and Lakea for inspiring me to start creating content. So again, here also, this doesn't really tell people what your channel's about. So like if you look on mobile, for example, what your About stuff. So let's see, if I go to mine, this kind of stuff shows up right up front, like the first couple of lines. On the mobile view, it'll show up like right under your channel name. So it gives people just another look into what your channel's about. So this, I would definitely lead with that. I think that's a great leading statement, but I would maybe think about adding some more in here about what you do on your channel. You do live streams. You talk about, supernatural. You talk about whatever type of things you're going to talk about on the channel. I would make sure to kind of elaborate a little bit right here. You don't have to go crazy, but enough so that it gives somebody a quick glance into what your channel's about, so they may stick around and scroll. Yeah, and again, just a little bit, just so people have a quick view to know what your channel is. Yep. Andrew, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know you sent me a message. I saw it before I went live. I've got to read it, but I'll definitely answer, man. Good to see you. Hopefully your mouth is healing up okay. I know you're getting ready to start your new channel, so I'm excited for that. All right. Oh, cool. I did get it installed. So here's where the channel keywords would show up. So yeah. All right. So you do have a introductory video set streamed a month ago. So is this what you have set as your introduction video? And then you have your uploads, which is kind of default, and then your shorts. And your channels, okay. So let's go to your videos. Now, one thing that you can do back on your homepage, one thing that I really love doing is setting my playlist. So again, if somebody sees and they like what they see on the banner, they think they may be interested in my channel. If they do scroll down, they're going to see, first of all, my current live stream, which only shows up if I'm actually live. My upcoming live stream, which is a good quick view for somebody. It's, you know, if somebody knows you're going to live stream and they go to YouTube and just search your name and try to find it, sometimes you have to get lucky and come across it. But you can actually add this to your channel so that your upcoming live stream is always right there if you have live streams scheduled. So that's always there. And I don't know if you have any live streams scheduled on your channel, but if you do, that's a great way to make sure those are front and center. So then as we scroll down, I've got playlists, I've got my tech reviews, I've got YouTube tips, TikTok, you know, how to past live streams. And you can set those all up from YouTube Studio in whatever order you want. So I would consider doing that on your homepage also. All right, so videos. All right, so stream. Do you only do live streams? Is this a live streaming channel? I'm gonna scroll down further, but it looks like you got an intro there. Stream. It looks like you're doing mostly live streams and shorts. So one thing that I would consider for your thumbnails, it looks like you've started kind of doing thumbnails. You were just letting YouTube pick, you know, from your stream, allowing a thumbnail to be placed, you know, whatever YouTube chose. And it looks like, yeah, but it looks like recently you started adding thumbnails, which is great. You definitely want to add your own thumbnails. I would consider a cursed object, congressional UFO hearing. I would consider actually maybe even taking your thumbnails and adding something to those to tell what that stream is going to be about. Now, it does not have to match your title, but I would add something to your thumbnails just so if somebody's browsing YouTube ahead of time, and I don't know how far out in advance you schedule your streams. If you have a stream out there, I try to do mine a week in advance. I don't always make it, but then that way, if somebody comes across my live stream thumbnail, then maybe, you know, the thumbnail will help them decide if they want to set a reminder or come back and watch. So I would consider working on your thumbnails a little bit, adding, again, on the thumbnail what that stream is going to cover. That thumbnail, for all your videos and for anybody that's uploaded content, your thumbnail is, I mean, in my opinion, the most important part of your video. Your thumbnail, your title, your description are super important, but the thumbnail, as people are scrolling through YouTube, is like the first thing that they see. So you want to make sure that thumbnail is definitely eye-catching. And so I would consider, you know, adding some information to your thumbnails a little bit. All right. I thought the Zim 1 was going to run this a lot quicker. I need to look at the way I have things set up, I guess. Okay. And then, yeah, it doesn't look like... So you're going to want to put a description in there also. You want to fill out that description field. And literally type out what this stream is going to cover, what you're going to talk about. If you have any links, put those there. Again, just to kind of give you an idea when you look at mine. So I'll open my one from Monday. And if you, now I will say I don't like the way that YouTube has changed this view right now. That I'm not used to the way this looks. But anyway, the description of all my videos, I have basically a paragraph about what the video is going to be about. I put the title in there again, only because that's good for SEO. If you have matching words in your title and your description. And then I've got my links, different things like that. And that's for my live stream. Now for my regular videos, it's even more. Like I put more information in there. But I would consider adding some description in here on your streams. So I think those few things will definitely help. On your homepage of your channel, I would consider adding, and maybe you do it by the topic of your stream. It looks like you have, maybe you put your interviews all together in one playlist. Actually, let me see what playlist you have. So no playlist. Maybe you create like interview playlist. It looks like you had some, what else do you have here? Nighttime at the Falls. See, with that title, I'm not sure what that stream is. And maybe your community does, but if you want to attract, new audience, some titles would help with that. But is that something that's different than, say, open live, bring a topic? You could put those in a playlist. There's a lot of ways that you could do it, kind of up to your preference, but I would consider coming up with some playlists and grouping like content together. And then on the homepage of your YouTube channel, you can actually list those playlists down through here. And again, the way you do that is just through YouTube Studio customization. So, did I close mine? Let's go back to mine. So customization over here on the left side, the first thing you're going to have is your layout. So you can set up your channel trailers for people who are not subscribed, for returning subscribers. And then featured sections, this is where you set up your, what that homepage looks like. So you can add your playlist. So I've got my upcoming live stream. Again, your current live stream is automatically there, so you don't have to worry about that, but my upcoming live stream. And then I have just the playlist that I want to be there. So that's where you set that up. And then of course your branding, basic info, that's all of your cover art and all of that. So let me know if that helps, or if you have any specific questions that I didn't really go over there. Lately, my in-person interviews are earlier videos. Yeah, absolutely. Viewers judge a video by its thumbnail. Most of the time, the thumbnail is the reason they click on that video to begin with. So, I mean, a lot of times, and it's something that I think we all try to work on, like the average. So click-through rate on YouTube, right? Click-through rate is sort of, in short, it's sort of the measure of how many people are clicking on your video. And that CTR, the average click-through rate, meaning somebody was presented with your thumbnail on whatever area of YouTube they came across your thumbnail. Did they click the thumbnail? So the impressions, the number of times people that saw it, the people that actually clicked on it, that's your click-through rate. The average on YouTube is like 4 to 5%. And so I think that, that's something that everybody is working on, focusing on. Obviously, there's some that are higher than that. That 4 to 5 is just an average, but that's a low average. So, CTR is kind of tough anyway. And so the better you can get your thumbnails, the better off, better advice, I was reading Andrew's comment. Better chance you have somebody clicking on your video. So, yeah, for sure. If there's something I didn't cover there, let me know. We can dive deeper at some point. But I think those few things, if you work on those, and then kind of move on to other things in your videos, I think that'd be a good start. Yep. Come on, Ecamm. Yeah, appreciate you, Andrew. Appreciate it, man. So, Andrew, when are you starting your new channel? I know you're waiting on your mouth to heal up from surgery, so when's that start, man? I try to be. It's something I'm trying to get better at. I'm constantly, playing around with different colors and different layouts of thumbnails and stuff like that, trying to see what works. I think for right now, I'm kind of settled on something, but I'm sure that I'll tweak that some more. Let me get a drink real quick. Raiders football talk. What's up? Welcome in. I haven't seen you before, so welcome in. Can you add clips when you have a stream deck? Can you add clips? So you can add, so it's all going to depend on what streaming platform you're using first of all. So like I'm using Ecamm, With Ecamm, absolutely. I can set my Stream Deck buttons to play a specific scene and have a video set to that scene. You can do it with Stream Deck, or with Stream Deck. You can do it with StreamYard also. But I think you set basically you can set a video clip that you've uploaded into StreamYard, and then you set a hotkey to play that video. What I have not played around with StreamYard is multiple videos. So that I'm not sure about specifically. I have to play around and figure that out. But I know, to answer your question, yes, you can. You can use your Stream Deck to do that. So what platform are you using? And absolutely, welcome in. Even though I'm a little spicy, that give you this first.
Go, Pat, go!
You guys took my wide receiver. Hope he does well for you. I know he's excited about playing with Derek Carr, so that should be a good reconnection from those college teammates. But yeah, Devontae Adams, that was heartbreaking losing him. So I used StreamYard and came across your video and just want to stop by. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Welcome here anytime. We are live here Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern and Friday nights at 9 p.m. Yeah, absolutely. Can use Stream Deck with OBS. So yeah, OBS and Ecamm are essentially the same, thing. Not the same, obviously the same platform, but the way they work is the same. Basically, the Stream Deck is a hotkey controller, and anything that you can set up as a hotkey, you can control with a Stream Deck. So yeah, OBS, Ecamm. StreamYard is a little bit more restricted because you're kind of held to what they have available built into that web, platform. But yeah. So yeah, pretty much any. I mean, you can use it with John. What's the one John uses? vMix. You can use it with vMix also. It's sort of the same way. It's just a Windows platform instead of Mac. I got the motivation to finally do the history channel. That's what I DM'd you about. I got an idea the other day, and it jolted me with passion, and I can't get it out of my head. There you go, man. I know that you love history, so that's going to be awesome. For sure. I'm going to read that whenever we're done here. With the sobriety channel, I'm struggling to know where to go with it. I have ideas for standalone videos, but I can't envision a long-term plan. Yeah, for sure. A lot of times you don't necessarily know. A lot of creators may not know a long-term plan when they first start, and then you start to strategize. I mean, I will always say that once you find what you're passionate about, not every creator knows what their passion is when they start. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that. I started off with a beard channel and then figured out the content creator coaching is what I really wanted to get into. And so I did make that change. So while creators may not know right off the bat what their passion is and what they want to create, eventually we'll figure it out, and then you kind of tweak your content to that, and then you can start to strategize and figure out the long-term plan. So are you doing two separate channels? Are you doing a history channel and a sobriety channel? Or I'll read the DM whenever we're done. You probably told me there. So either way though, man, you got my support. Yeah, Devontae for sure. Him and Derek Carr, I mean, I'm sure it won't take them no time to rebuild that connection they had in college. It would be two separate. Yeah. But yeah, Devontae was he was a big part of Green Bay. I could not believe that Aaron Rodgers, the whole offseason drama with Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to come back? Is he not? Like, I thought for sure he was not coming back. I figured he was done after last year. And then Aaron Rodgers comes back and we lose Devontae. I couldn't believe it happened that way. So, but there's a couple of Raiders fans. If Ben's still in here, he's a Raiders fan. There's a few that I know. So, yep. So Crystal wants to know, what's the sobriety channel? I'm always looking for homework for clients in recovery. So there you go, Crystal and Andrew. Maybe you guys can link up and talk about that. Yep. So Crystal, Andrew, I've known Andrew for a couple of years. We're both Army veterans. He's got a sobriety story that he has openly shared. I'm not necessarily going to share it here. He may want to, but at some point, maybe on his channel or whatever in the chat he wants to share. But he's got a story that he has shared openly. Him and I have been on the phone before when he needed somebody to talk to. He's a good dude. So whatever he comes up with for that channel, I have no doubt that is going to be good. But But yeah. Haven't started yet. I'm planning some ideas for it. That's why I came across your vid, because I was wanting to upgrade my stream, especially since I hit my 5K sub goal. Well, hey, congrats on 5K. That's amazing. Yep. And did you say, I think you said up there, you use StreamYard, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, so I've helped a few people set up their stream decks with StreamYard. It's definitely better. I mean, with StreamYard's a great platform, but because it's web-based, there's not as much you can do with it. You can't control like every single hotkey. You can control what they build into the platform. And I have no doubt that Gage and those guys are going to keep making it better and keep upgrading. But the StreamYard or the Stream Deck definitely makes it a better experience. Just easier to push buttons. But congrats on 5K. That's great. That's great. I'm about to check out your. So what all do you do? It's Raiders football talk. So I'm assuming it's probably 99% Raiders talk. But if there's something else you do on your channel, let me know. You can share. So I'll kind of give the short version of it. So Andrew Carlisle, again, he's an Army veteran. He's had some sobriety issues, which is what he'll talk about. He had to get out of the Army for it, stuff like that. And it's something I think that he, like most people who deal with sobriety, it's something that he's constantly dealing with. Andrew, remind me, your sobriety, how long has it been now? It's been a while, I know that. But, it's something we talk about from time to time. Andrew is a good, solid dude. I'm fortunate to know him and have been able to talk to him a few times. There's several people that he has talked to and knows that he can talk to and reach out whenever, he's having a bad day or whatever. So, yep, he's 4 years as of May 11th, so 4 years sober. It's amazing. We've been on the phone before when he's wanting to end that 4 years basically, and I'm like, Andrew, don't do it, man. That's a lot of time. 4 years is incredible. I've found it's easiest to use and stream on StreamYard. I'm very new to the whole tech game. And yes, it's only Raiders talk. Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, absolutely. StreamYard is what I would recommend for any new streamer starting out. I would, using something like Ecamm or vMix or even OBS takes a lot of time and practice setting up and get ready for that. StreamYard's incredible for that. It's a great platform. It really is. Remember the Last Dance picture? It was for Devontae, not Rodgers. I think they knew it was Devontae's last year. Maybe so. Maybe so. Mel's Cookies. Come on. I got to get rid of this comment, this chat overlay. Mel's Cookies are better than drinking? Yeah, I would say so. Yep, Aaron Rodgers. So Rodgers Sports Talk is his channel. I keep telling Aaron Rodgers, you need to be chatting on your channel, brother. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he's Rodgers Sports Talk. You see the Green Bay gear there. He's a Packers fan. So yeah, Dagan started with StreamYard, now use OBS. Yeah, StreamYard is how I started also, and of course I'm Ecamm. But yeah, for starting off and really getting your feet wet with streaming, there's even people that's still all they stream with, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that they have Stream Deck integration now. I do see Stream Deck doing a lot of upgrades that I think are good. Rodgers took way too big a piece of the pie in Green Bay. I think he felt disrespected. I think you're right. The other problem in Green Bay, and this doesn't affect Devontae so much, but really where it affected Rodgers is that Devontae was the only player they had around him. Like, for several years, we've needed more than just Devontae. Devontae's incredible. I mean, best receiver in the league, in my opinion. But he can't do everything. You have to have more talent around Rodgers. And the Packers... Raiders football talk, I don't know necessarily what your sports background is. Probably extensive. So you probably know that the Packers front office is probably one of the worst front offices in football. Probably so. We never really sign. I mean, every now and then we'll sign some free agents. We never really go after, mid-career veteran players. Green Bay historically is like to build from the draft and just build their team from the rookies. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't. But we definitely needed more than Devontae. So, I don't know. We'll see what this season looks like. But I love Devontae. I hope he does a good job. I hope he does well with the Raiders. Y'all talking Japanese to me now. Football or Stream Deck? Which one? Don't yell at me, Ken. I'm fine here on this account. Yeah, I mean, you are, but one of the ways that you really get your channel out there is by engaging with other channels with your channel. So that's all I mean by that. Oh, no, not at all. Did not forget Randall Cobbs and Jennings. So Jennings was, obviously several years ago. Randall Cobb was amazing for a number of years. He's just up there in age now. But looking at the last couple of years, we just need more than Devontae. Randall Cobb spent a lot of the season hurt. Of course, Jennings has been retired for a long time. Oh, yeah, Jordy Nelson was a beast. Yes, miss Jordy. Yep, Donald Driver from the past. I actually have a Donald Driver signed helmet over here that I love. Packers front office is draft and develop. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Oh yeah. Brian has shown that he has done some more in free agency than the past, but yeah. Yeah, Mel can relate. Yeah, it's funny. She'll come down here when I'm editing, and she'll always be like, because I'll be editing and playing parts back and forth, and she'll be like, how can you listen to the same thing over and over and over? I'm like, because I have to edit it. I have to hear it. So, you have a Clay Matthews fathead in your garage. That's awesome. That's awesome. I told you what I need for that helmet. Actually, now we're planning our move back up to Wisconsin, so I need it now more than ever. Donations are accepted. I'm just kidding. I don't ask for money. But $5,000 for that helmet. $5,000 for the helmet. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and go into our Would You Rather segment, and then we'll kind of wrap up. So Would You Rather is just a kind of a game we play towards the end of the show. There's going to be basically two options presented to you. You can pick one of those options. You have to pick one of those options. Can't take both. And you can say why you're picking that option. So, first question. Oh, that would be awesome. All right, so first question. Would you rather watch an NFL game in Lambeau Field in January in shorts or a baseball game in Arizona in sweats? Which one are you going with? Lambeau Field January in a pair of shorts or a baseball game, which is going to be in the summer in Arizona in sweats? Which one are you going with? Lambeau is magical. If you pick Arizona, you're dead to me. Oh, I agree. I'm definitely myself picking Lambeau at any time. I don't care what I have to wear. Love Lambeau Field. All right, so let's see. We got I felt like when we took Jared Cook from you guys after the playoff run in 2017, y'all failed. I agree. Lambeau in shorts and shirtless. I will be one of those guys at some point at a game in Lambeau Field in December, January, whatever, snow on the ground with no shirt on, painted green. I will one day do that. That will happen. So Mel's going Lambeau, Andrew Lambeau, LJ Shorts, my little girl, she's going NFL. She's going Lambeau. Yeah, when we let Kumro walk, yeah. All right. Jay says baseball and sweats. I live in New York and I hate the snow. Fair enough. Listen, being in Lambeau Field in January in a pair of shorts, you are probably going to walk out with frostbite or worse. It's cold. So I get it for sure. Texas heat and humidity is making me appreciate the cold so much more. Yeah, I know a couple of weeks ago, some of you guys in Texas were already talking about it's in the hundreds already. I don't want any part of that. Billy says shorts. All right, next up. Would you rather watch a documentary for 6 hours? That documentary can be whatever, but a 6-hour documentary, or Nickelodeon for 12 hours. Which one are you going with? Documentary for 6 hours or Nickelodeon for 12? Hey, what's up, Kevin? Hope you're doing well, man. Travel safe. Hope you're not driving. Hopefully the wife's driving, but be safe, man. Good to see you in here. Impromptu has never had the hairs on his neck stand up at Lambeau. It's pretty it's a magical place for sure. Got a cold front that's putting us in the 70s. Yeah, that's tough. I'll be at the Miller Lite Lounge at Green Bay. It's heating there. I'm going to get some cheese curds at the what's the restaurant called now? They changed the name of it. Grill 19 or something like that. I forget what they changed the name to, but yeah. Some cheese curds. So documentary says Crystal. Jay says a 6-hour UFO documentary for sure. Kevin says, did everyone remember to hit that thumbs up? Absolutely. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, if you're enjoying this, consider hitting that thumbs up button. That always helps. Appreciate you, Kevin. Documentary because it could be about sports. Documentary. Allegiant is what I'm going with. Fair enough. I'll take documentary depending on the subject matter. Depends on what we have to watch. I just said documentary or Nickelodeon, so I couldn't even tell you what's on Nickelodeon anymore. I'm going documentary just because I love to learn. I could probably sit and watch just about any documentary you put in front of me, and I would be interested in it. I couldn't tell you what's on Nickelodeon anymore. I have no idea. I did see the Double Dare. They've remade Double Dare. Compared to when we were kids, what Double Dare was, it just looks stupid now. I don't know. But I'm definitely going documentary. So, depends on what we have to watch. Completely your call. Whatever type of documentary you want. OG Nick or present day. I mean, we have to go present day. OG Nickelodeon was a whole lot better. For sure. Yep. Documentary. That's what it is. 1919 Kitchen and Tap. That's right. All right. Next question. Would you rather do a 24-hour live stream and you have to be present for the whole 24 hours? You have to be there on the stream for the whole 24 hours. I mean, you can go take, bathroom breaks or whatever, but you have to be there for that whole 24 hours. Or would you rather not create content for a month? 24-hour live stream or not creating content for a month? They don't make shows like they used to. No, they really don't. 24-hour live stream, why not? Oh yeah, absolutely. Not create content for a month. 24 hours. Jay says, yeah, I mean, this one for me, I've done the no content, so 24 hours as long as Ken is with me. I'll be there with you, man. This one for me is easy. I'll do a 24-hour live stream all day long. Let's do it. I've never done one. I don't know if I would intentionally schedule and do one, but if these were the two options I had, I'm definitely doing a 24-hour live stream. I don't think I could go a month without creating content. And we can, take out analytics and the consistency out of the conversation. I just don't think that I could not create content for a month. I don't know what I would do. Mel's doing a 24-hour live stream. Well, yeah, if I'm live streaming for 24 hours, you'll probably be there too. 24-hour stream. I did a 14-hour live on the first day of free agency, and the Raiders didn't do anything that day. Yeah, 14 hours, and I've seen people do these long live streams, and I've kind of like thought about it before, like it could be cool, but I've never planned or tried to do a live stream that long. the longest live stream that I've ever done was probably, so me, who all was on that stream? Me, Johnny Grooms, Jersey Joe, a lot of you that are from the beard side of things. Somebody else popped in and out, but we live streamed one night. So we did what was called an after dark. We started after, I think, one of Johnny Groom's streams, and we live streamed from like 12:30 in the morning until like 5. We were live, and that was a rough day the next day. So I think that's the longest live stream that I've ever done. 8-hour lives on IG and not filmed for a month, so it's either 24 because I have to choose. LJ says not create content. I can't do it now, so it works out. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Longest I've done, it was 4 hours for the draft. Wasn't bad. My longest was my birthday last year. 5 hours, 55 minutes, 55 seconds. And I think it was either that or the year before. I think it was this one, though, that I was on with you for a little bit, right? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Cousin Joe was one that jumped in. I think Mick might have too. Mick, man, I think he may have also. That was a fun stream. It's still up on my other channel. I think I have it private because we talked about some political stuff. And I typically don't do that. But that was during the whole pandemic when it was really, and we talked about mostly school stuff. But yeah, it's up. It's still up on my other YouTube channel. It's just private, so it's not out there. Yeah, that was the one. I thought so, yeah. Crystal J has never live streamed. So Crystal, do you want to live stream is the question. Have you ever wanted to live stream? Crystal, remind me, on TikTok, what is your name on TikTok if you don't mind sharing here? Was also live from Vegas for draft for around 6 hours each day. Yeah, and it's fun. Yeah. Yep, Mel loves. So, I mean, we have the second microphone here for whenever me and Mel stream together. So oh yeah, CJ44 Joe, that's right. So the question is, have you ever wanted to live stream? I did miss it. I heard that this was going on last night, but I was the original. I was the original person that made Joe eat pineapples. So last night was like a redo. I was the original. It's fun. Go live on your IG. Get your feet wet. Yep. Or go live right here on Friday nights. You can go live right here. We're getting ready to close out for tonight, but we do this every Friday. So if you ever want to go live here just to get that, get that experience doing it, always more than welcome here on Friday nights. The Leatherhead stream was the most fun by far. Oh yeah, yeah. And that oil and butter never did actually come out. I was looking for it though. Don't have enough followers to go live. Not on TikTok. I mean, you can go live on YouTube, from zero. You don't have to have any specific number of subscribers, if you're using StreamYard or something. But if you ever want to do that here, go live on a Friday night, you're more than welcome. Eventually, I'm pretty passionate about mental health and my dog. Longest stream I've been a part of was like 6 hours. And that time, I mean, legitimate, that time goes by quick too. Live streaming is so much fun, it goes by quick. Quick question, what is a good mic to use? I've been using a studio mic called the Samson Track G. So are you using USB mics or do you have an interface to use XLR? If you're using USB mics, there's a microphone that I reviewed on my channel that, I mean, for the price of it, I'm still blown away. It's actually, I don't know if we can see it. Let's see. It's actually right here. I use it for work, but it's that Fifine Ampligame. For the price of it, that is such a great little microphone. It sounds great. That's my favorite USB mic, no doubt. And if I remember right, it's a $30 to $40 microphone. I don't remember the exact cost. Yeah, USB. This mic right here is outstanding. If you go, So search my channel for, if you just go to YouTube and search Ken the Content Coach Fifine, so it's Fifine, Ampligame, you should see it. I actually did a live stream with it, and I did a review video. The quality of this mic blows me away for what it is. That's my favorite USB mic. That company disappeared, came back and disappeared again. Yep, USB. So that would be like a budget option. You know, there's other good ones out there too that are more expensive but good. I mean, if audio is definitely one of those things that I would invest in. Audio, lighting before, and really I do it the other way around. Lighting is what I recommend first, and then audio, and then a camera. You know, again, we have great cameras in our hands right here. If you have to use your iPhone or your Galaxy, it's a great camera. Before you spend money on a camera, I would always go lighting and audio. And so you definitely want to put money up front into a mic over, you know, a camera. So I've got a blue snowball I need to use. Invest in a good mic. I use a Yeti. Yeah, Yeti makes good mics also. I've got one sitting right here. This is what I started with, the blue Yeti. You're looking at the Shure MV7. Oh yeah, that's a great one too. That's this one that I have right here. So this is the Shure MV7. This is XLR or USB. So you can use USB on this one also. The Shure MV7 is a good mic, but this one is and it obviously depends on your budget, but it's a $250 mic if I remember right. Let me see if I'm right about that price. It may have gone down also. Let me see what it says. Yeah, it's still $250. It's still the same price. So, yeah, depending on your budget, the Shure MV7, the Fifine Ampligame are two options I would look at. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the thing about it to me is the cost of the microphone and how good it sounds. I could not believe how good the microphone sounded. Use your phone for your webcam? Yeah, absolutely. Are you using Epoch Cam or some app to make it work, or just, you know, phone straight in? Yes. MV7 is what you use in Vegas. It is absolutely fantastic. All right, let's see. Where are we? Okay, so we did that one. All right, next question. Iruni is the app. I haven't heard of that one. I have to check it out. It's always content ideas, right? I could do a video on this app. All right, would you rather listen to Baby Shark on repeat for 12 hours or not have access to music for a year? Listen to Baby Shark for 12 hours or not have access to music for a year. Use my phone and a lapel mic, and I'm in a trailer. Yep, Ken told me to just hit record. Absolutely. All right, so Crystal took no time. She said no access to music because Baby Shark was created for torture. I agree with you. This is a hard question. This is why I went with this. That was the point. 12 hours of Baby Shark would be absolute torture. I agree. But to go a year with no music, man, I couldn't do it. So I'm gonna bear and grin it. I'm gonna grin and bear it. I said that all wrong. I'm gonna grin. I'm gonna bear it. I'm gonna enjoy 12 hours of Baby Shark, and then as soon as that 12 hours is done, we're throwing on some NF, and I'm gonna listen to music for the next year. I'm surprised you said that. No music for a whole year, Mel. No music for a whole year. Are you sure? Yeah, I agree. I'd have to torture myself for 12 hours. Baby Shark for 12 hours. See, my little girl knows. We got to have our music. Yep, absolutely, Jay. Got to have music. I'm going to suffer 12 hours of Baby Shark over and over and over. Billy says I'd rather be waterboarded. I don't disagree with you, sir, but no music for a year. I think Guantanamo plays Baby Shark. Maybe so. Maybe so. All right, I think we have one more. Technically, you can fall asleep to listening. So we do play music at night. We have a whole thing. Like, we have a big loud fan. We have music playing. And so, yeah, technically you can fall asleep listening to it. I don't know if I could sleep through Baby Shark, though. That's probably that and Coco Melon are like the most annoying things in the world to me. I don't know. There's my little girl. She is finding loopholes. I technically did not say how loud the volume was, but I said you have to listen, so that means you can't turn it all the way down. You do have to listen. Not doing Baby Shark. Yeah. All right, we got one more. All right, would you rather live for 10 years on an island or 5 years in the mountains? And you can never leave. That's where you are. You can never leave. So 10 years on an island or 5 years in the mountains. Coco Melon is witchcraft. It may be. Yep, 10 years on an island or 5 years in the mountains. Yeah. She thinks you have to have the volume up at least a little bit, though. You do have to listen a little bit. All right, so Andrew says mountains. Mel says 10 years on an island. I'm glad you said that because that's my answer too, so we can live there together. 10 years on an island. Give me St. Croix Virgin Islands for 10 years. I'll stay another 10. After that, I'll stay another 10. I'm definitely 10 years on an island for sure. But I love the mountains too. So 5 years in the mountains, 10 on the island. This one's pretty much split. 5 years in the mountains, more chance for food. I don't know, man. A lot of good fish right off the right over there in St. Croix. Food was not an issue. Island for 10 years all the way. Yes. Mountains easy. East Tennessee is my home away from home. Yeah, we got to meet up sometime there, Billy. I know that a couple of years ago we were right in your neck of the woods and didn't even know, but we have to. Already live on the peninsula in Florida. The traffic, yeah, I bet. 10 years as long as it's not the island from Lost. I don't know, man. That would be pretty cool. That was one of my favorite shows. If we get rid of the smoke monster, I guess. I don't know. That show was awesome. It was one of my favorite shows ever, but I hated the ending. I think the ending. Why do they always ruin great TV shows with terrible endings? Lost. Horrible ending. The Sopranos. Horrible ending. Two of the greatest shows ever. Terrible endings. And I'm sure that we could all come up with other shows that had terrible endings, but Lost had one of the worst endings of any TV show ever. Fish and fruit on the island. Yep. Is this survival? No, everything's available, whatever island you're on. So, I mean, I'm going St. Croix Virgin Islands. It's so island living is different. We actually, and we've talked about this since we went there for spring break, that I really want to move to St. Croix, like for real one day. That's where I want to live. It is a different way of living, though. You have to wait for things. There's no Amazon Prime, you know. Sometimes there are some different types of shortages. Things are more expensive. So there's things you have to be prepared for, but it's definitely not like survival mode. It's just a different way of life. I definitely want to live there. But no, we're not necessarily talking survival, just simply island or mountains. Yeah, we always alternate our vacations, beach, mountains. Yeah. Except the next vacation is a moving trip, moving to Wisconsin. Need to go to Catalina Island in Cali. So we want to go to, what's the name of that place, Mel? Carmel by the sea. I think it's Northern California. Be afraid of a tsunami. I don't think that that's an issue. That's only on the Pacific side. Mark Hamill made fun of Lost Ending as Joker in Batman Arkham City. Either way, still mountains. I hate the beach. Fish, another game in the mountains. Yeah. Yep, I've never been. Raiders football talk. Appreciate that. All right, you guys. So, hey, listen, again on Monday we're going to be talking, why do you want to be a content creator? So there's going to be a lot more to that than just what the title says, but why do you want to be a content creator? I got what I think will be a good conversation plan, but hopefully you guys are there, and we'll talk about kind of what I have in mind for this. Looking forward to the conversation. I think it'll be a good one. So the Just Hit Record creator community, that is justhitrecordofficial.com. If you want to join that community, it is basically a private community full of content creators from different niches, different platforms, all helping each other with content strategy, ideas, all kinds of things. So if you want to join, the link is right there. It's actually in the description of the video, so you don't have to go too far. You can just click right there and request to join. One-on-one coaching, 60-minute sessions. My calendar's on my website. And that can be pretty much anything content creation, YouTube, TikTok, improvement there, just general, anything content related you want to talk about for that hour, we can do that. That's on the website if anybody's ever interested in that. Website, kenthecontentcoach.com, my email, all social media is listed in the description of this video. And so that is how you find me. If I can ever do anything for you, definitely let me know. And we are going to wrap up for the night. So I appreciate all you guys hanging out for, almost 2 hours. Did not intend to go 2 hours, but we've had a great time. So I appreciate all of you. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Let me make sure I don't miss anything. Thanks for the Canva app suggestion. Yeah, Canva's awesome. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, you know what, man? It'll get there when it's supposed to get there. I'm having a blast in the meantime, so I appreciate you, man. Definitely have to meet up sometime. Sent me a message on TikTok. Okay, I'll check it as soon as we're done here. Night, Billy. Night, everybody. Listen, go be a positive light for somebody. Try to this weekend if you can. There's enough negativity in the world. Try to be that positive for somebody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Just hit record. We will see you guys Monday night. Thank you all very much.